This is 2025 Baffle Bigfoot. My name is Damian C, and I'll show you that I capture these creatures time and time again and in public places. This is no different around where hunters are, and I saw these mythical creatures. You know, hunters say they spend their whole time in the woods and never ever see signs of Bigfoot, like their footprints or anything, because their signs are different. But most Bigfooters, once they learn about them, that they always seem to have some kind of paranormal experience with forest beings, little people, orbs, or other things. And what I had to learn, and I had to learn the hard way, was that they're all just kind of like clans, and there's different groups of Bigfoot and Bigfoot clans. I call these ones the Sasquatches, and I will do my best to explain everything to you to distinguish them from the hairy Bigfoot, but to show you how they're very similar too. It's totally amazing. Baptist church, beautiful. I've been to Southern Baptist. I'm kind of a man of all religions, just like when I was in college. My friend has a deer stand out here by his dad's house illegally and gets 3 deers already this year. And he told me about this entrance, right around 500,000 people. And I'm gonna go investigate it today if I can find myself a way in here. And this looks like to be a pretty good way. What is this doing at a church? A big old Y stick, side Ys. It's all wrapped around the vines too. Definitely where I need to go. So we're gonna go check out the beauty of it. And what happens is the deer coming off the highway and make their way down, and they get funneled into here. And there ain't but a little gap where they can walk back and forth. I see a whole lot of foot traffic right here. That's kind of unusual. Lots of foot traffic. It's not small foot traffic, like steps. Right there. Openings like this. The stick is placed right there. Already I'm getting signs all over, like there is something. I don't know why they're attracted to the churches and the kids. I think they just like to witness the niceness of people and see what they're up to, you know. Oh, this is all this grass is pushed down. There's gonna be a whole lot of stuff up in here. Yeah. It looks walkable. It gets a little muddy apparently. So we're gonna have some fun. He said not to go in here when he's hunting. I'm gonna have to talk a little bit quieter. Oh, there's a huge structures right here. See, this is a block right here. I got a block, and there's a whole mess of them right over this muddy stuff. And that's what's weird about my chair clanking and all that stuff and me talking. It doesn't affect them. What affects them is what I'm showing you, that I know about them and I see them. Right here, there's a stick placed up on the side of this log, 2 on this side and that side. It's kind of saying it comes back and forth, crisscrossing in and out of this area. And there's a couple of them. The hole's dug up, that's probably armadillo. This is a good eating source. Look at these little piles of sticks. That's very peculiar looking. But what's really peculiar is there's a big old arch, and I see them standing under arches. And what happens is the trees' natural tendency is to grow up, so when they bend them, all the power goes to right here and kind of gets stuck. So growing up, it just kind of tends to stay in there, and it's weighted all the way down. And it's a arch. Oh, there's sand up in here. There's leaner. There's another arch with a board They kind of try to make it look like a storm sometimes. That's washed up there. And look at this. That's an X right here. X's are big time definitive markers that this is their territory. Look at that X. I just walked in here. See, these trees are at a different angle. Yeah, I could tell there's a Y behind it. That is definitely X. Something did that, is what I will say. Something did that. Lots of old little root systems. So all I have to do is show y'all this beautiful place. I don't know if the chair thing's a good idea or not with these guys, because well, first of all, like I just said, get back and forth across. That doesn't look possible. Oh, that's what the sign is. So I can get back and forth across right there, and I think that's what it wants me to do. But this side has more structures. I guess I would have a decision to make, but they have ways of getting back and forth across, for sure. It's probably of them, it's easy. You know, I'm scared of everything my feet touch on the bottom. There or not. Oh yeah, something just dropped. Oh, turtle. Alright, so what we're looking for are signs of Bigfoot. Walking through here to track them and to learn that there are more signs. The old fence post system right here. Looks like those old trees were just placed in the water. I don't know if that's man or not. They look like posts. That was maybe a dam. Maybe it wasn't. Actually, look like kind of trees. Man, I just got a big old computer ring in my ear. You know. So, what I have to do is find an area, sit down with them for a little while, and see if I can get one. Find number one. Look at how hollowed out this tree is. You can see right through it. That is totally hollowed out in there. Did not know oak trees can get hollowed out like that. That big. Let's go take a look at that. And this is right to where I saw that. See this trail leading to. Oh, it's weird. Look at that. Looks like a face or something in there. See it right there? It's just like a hollowed cutout, but there's a face in there. Right there. Kind of weird. But it's totally big in there. Don't go too close to it. Oh yeah, it's big in there. All the way through. So find number one, plus the X, the Y's. This beautiful creek, a trail. Deer come in here. Seeing a deer feeder, actually. Don't want to go near that because it could be a trail cam. And I'm just gonna find a couple areas, points of interest, and spend some time. And usually it can work out. It can work out as long as I get to know them or get a feel. I'm trying to feel it out right now. I think they actually go the other way, is what the problem is. And they actually go on the other side. I keep seeing these crossings like this, like they go over there and come back and forth across. Oh, make a little bit of a push here. See a lot of these little trails that moon's going across, you just brush them out of the way. There we go. There's a structure up there. Fallen tree behind something. That's another area of interest right there. We got several areas of interest around here. Several areas of interest. Let's go up around here. Check it out. I got deer feeders up in here. It's kind of illegal, I think, most places. See it? Could be a cam on it. Huh. Go towards the water here. Yeah, this is a structure. Type of structure. It's not like a fort structure, but it's like symbols or signs. And yeah, look at that way that's leaning across. It's underneath, going on top. There's another arch. Okay, they caught them in, sure, but this one under it, that one went over it. This one, they would have had to fall like dominoes in that order to make a big old blind, which is a crossing. So there we have an area already, a crossing. I just heard something too. Some bumps. It's gonna hear me. It's gonna not to be scared of me because I'm making noise and doing things. You know, I'm dressed in gray, not total camouflage, but it like wants you to go across over here. It wants you to go back and forth across. This is about the 5th or 6th one I've seen already. Look at all this way down there. So we have a nice little crossing right here. A whole bunch of stuff on it. I don't know. I'm gonna take the second one here. See if I can find anything. And then I just have to convince everybody that I think Bigfoot's in here. This is an important part when you first walk up to something. I see this little chipper here. I see all kinds of areas for them to walk by me. I just heard it again. There's something making some noises. They don't like hunters being in here. Something looks like kind of a horn. That's a stick, a tripper. The way that some of these logs are they're broke up really high. This is a trail that people use. And I think they cross back and forth the other side is the first sign I read in here. That's exactly what I'm saying. See that weird looking tree right here? I just heard another something squeak. See that? This looks all weird. What if you look behind there? I'm gonna walk up to this thing. I'm thinking I'm gonna get a good viewpoint right up here. This is where I'm gonna sit down at. Yeah, there's a whole trail here. That's where the people come in to hunt illegally, but they're very successful. My friend has 3 deer already this year and doesn't even have a need to go back in here. So what I'm looking for is consecutive signs and to get on its track and then to baffle it. Baffle Bigfoot, you know. You baffle me, I'll baffle you. What I know ends up being very true. Alright. So here's the island. And here's the part where we're just gonna chill for a little while. Look around. Like right there here. I think I see something right there on the edge of that tree. Right in there. Almost looks like there's something right between the trees. I could give them, I know they're here for sure sign, but starting to see some faces out there. They must hide all up in here like that and just blend in completely. Yep. Bird activity big time. Hear them? See it? That's an alarm. There's something that he flew over. You hear it? That's an alarm. There's another one coming. There's my birds. Oh, I just caught them for sure. I know they're in an area just like that. I've been doing this for a while. If I enter in the right spot and just see X's, I just looked through my footage and saw them. They're like the Sasquatches in here, the more evil ones. And that's part of it's signaling something out there.